All right, let's see if we can make some progress here. Working on these menus. So we know that the area designate menu works, so we can create storage areas. We know that build menu kind of works, and that we can get to the second tier where we can indicate which kind of thing we want to build, and we can build a stone bench. We know that gathering menu works, and that we can return from gathering to the first available storage area and deposit things. All right. We also know that multi-select is not working properly because it works for a single hex, but once everything updates, it doesn't update the available options down in the menu like it used to. And that's because we're only calling that update function once when we enter into the menu state. We need to update it each time the selection changes. Yeah, and the whole system feels a little bit fragile, which is frustrating because I'm going to have to work with it a lot. Okay, so man, I want another cup of tea. Let's look at selection because I think, especially during drag select, we're going to need to repeatedly call this every time selection changes. So deselect all previously selected tiles that aren't in the current radius. We can do like an event-based thing where we react to a selection changed event. I think that's probably going to be our way forward. The function we need to call is this context menu tier 1 thing, which don't need debug stuff anymore. Which is not great, to be honest. I mean, it's got these weird should I show each menu kind of thing. But I don't really want to mess with that right now until it becomes more unwieldy later on in the game. I want to just get this bit working. think we probably need to move this update code out, extract it to its own thing. Say possibly even plug fn update context menu options. And here, we'll just call it, so let's say context menu options. Yeah, hang on, do I want to create tier 1 first, and then this all just feels a little bit clunky. So the commands, we need the font handle. And select tiles. I feel like we're going to need to run this on update during playing while we're in selected tier 1, while we're in context menu tier 1 state. Okay, let's try that. Rather than calling it from other functions, which is just going to be really messy. So update. Interesting, Copilot wants to help me. It's actually kind of right, which is nice. I think that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. At least correct enough that we can work with that. And we want mute commands. I don't think we need this. I think Cody's wrong about that. I think I'm going to get rid of Cody. Cody is just not making the grade. It's interesting, but it's not making the grade. Selected tiles is it mutable? I don't think it's mutable. So selected tiles is a query. Definitely not that. Whoa. Is that correct? think it is. Okay, what else is going on here? Font handle. Right. So we need this. Which means we need asset server. And then we need to query for the tier 1 node, which means we need tier 1 context menu tier 1. Does it need to be immutable? And then we need to exit out of here if that doesn't exist yet. So let OK, tier 1. Copilot thinks it knows. It's wrong. Copilot, come on, man. You got to do better. Else return. Because we can't do anything unless we have that menu node in place. The rest of it might actually be working. The thing about this is that because it's not being run once, we need to actually tear shit down if it's no longer accurate. It needs to be sensitive to changes in the selection. And I had some code for dealing with that, but I got rid of it because I was hoping I didn't need it. Because it's really fiddly. Like, I think each of these is going to need an else. And we need a query for each one of them. All right, let's build it and see what it looks like. It just makes the function really complicated. It's almost like you need a separate one just to tear shit down. But that feels expensive. So it would look like build menu, area menu, and what was the other one? Like gathering menu. EN. Like that, basically. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just, it feels clunky. There's got to be a better way of building these menus. I think sooner or later I'm going to have to come up with a better system. Oh, we're not even building at this point. What have I done wrong? What's the problem? What? Why did this suddenly become an issue? Oh, am I not using it anymore? I'm not using it anymore. What makes this one extremely simple? Um, oh, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work. Well, this will, but I think the problem is we're going to create multiples. It's almost better to base it on state. Like, if we're showing the area menu, then change that state. So if we look at build menu, crafting, there is a state. Yeah, build menu state, tier one. Hmm. And then make the entry to and exit from those states responsible for tearing those things down. Okay, that feels complicated, but I think it's not a bad idea. Okay, so that means instead of knowing what all of those things are, I can just, yeah, right. I will need the states, so this is still going to be complicated. Area menu state equals res mute Next state, area, new state. Does it exist? It does not. This should be in storage. I don't actually know that. Let's put it in context menu state. Let's go same thing, but for area menu. So area EG storage. I hope the Copilot almost knows what I'm talking about. All right. And I think we're probably going to need like an areas module, but in the meantime, let's pollute the input module because hey, that's what we're doing. Jeez. I think what we want is on enter area menu state tier 1. um, I'm going to need to be complicated with the name. And then that is correct, Cody. So then we'll go update context menu options. And show area menu state set tier 1. Okay. Could use match, but there's no real point. All right, so we need to do the same thing for the build menu. Build menu state. And I presume there's no gathering menu state. Go to gathering. That. And there we have it. All right, so that gets exported now, which means we can use it here. Man, I need another cup of tea. Actually, coffee. No, no, no. Do not be silly. And like so. Oh, right. Um, yes, yes, indeed. These all need to be mutable. And yeah, we're not using font handle anymore, so that can go. And we're not using tier 1 anymore, so that can go. So I wonder if this actually needs to be separate from context menu tier 1 now, because we've drastically simplified it. Oh, it does, because it needs to run on update as opposed to on creation. Okay. So now we need gathering menu tier 1, which is also going to need the asset server. And a query for context menu tier 1. And one of these. Which means we'll need okay, 01 equals context menu, yeah, 1 get single else return. The font handle is No, no, no. Why? Why? Why do both of you want me to load Fluorescence Vault? Have I have I been using Fluorescence Vault? Wow. No, 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 no. Uh, what the hell is my font called? What's my font called? um, what about main menu? Here it is. Rubik Doodle Shadow Regular. There we go. And basically duplicate that for. I certainly like this better than what I had before. Kind of using Bevy's own systems rather than trying to create my own, and kind of lean into the ACS a little bit more. Build menu tier 1. It's still not what I would call ideal. It feels like there ought to be a way to make these generic, maybe. Right, because I use gathering. All right. Uh, gathering menu tier 1, build menu tier 1, and no, no, no. Area menu tier 1. The only thing worth making it. Yeah, we might be able to define these in like YAML files or something. Looks like it might be a possibility. And that way we could also maintain which keys were associated with them. It might be more flexible system so that people could, change their keyboard bindings and so on. Are we there? I don't know if we're there. Lost track. Pretty common for me. Okay, so first of all, oh, well, okay, no. And I know why too. I forgot to add all the states. So that crashed. Let's go back to app, init state context menu state, init state area menu state, and in gathering, init state gathering menu state. Yeah, not 100% certain where it makes the best. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Whether it makes more sense to maintain these in the modules or to have them all centrally, all these states. Okay. Okay. So the trouble with that is that build menu state thinks that tier one is where you show all the things of what to build, but it isn't. It's just where you show the B key. So I need to adjust that. But it does look like it kind of works. What about multi-select? Well, multi-select doesn't work at all. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Still not quite there, but making progress. Um, so it's time. 7:20. Need to feed the dogs before too much longer. Let's go with crafting. We need a third tier. Let's change this to tier 2. That's better. Seems to be correctly changing in response to the criteria. And it goes away if you stop the single select. So that's good. Drag select is back, but it's not updating. Unless there's only one selected, which is kind of funny. Hang on, let's just check that. Oh no, it recognizes you can gather. Doesn't recognize that you can add storage. Interesting. That is correct about gathering. Does it actually work though? Oh yeah, cool. Doesn't know that you can add storage, but if I add the T key anyway, it adds storage. Okay. Getting closer. Something funky going on with storage though. So let's look in input. Anything funky about the way I defined area menu tier 1, area menu tier 1, storage. That's correct. Context menu tier 1. Show area menu state tier 1, area menu state none. Looks right. uh, show area menu or impossible is none and storage is none. Yeah. And then show area menu. Area menu state tier 1. Area menu tier 1. Oh, I get it. There we go. That little marker component, that's what was dying. Oh, I think we might be getting close. I think we might be. Okay. Storage or build, correct. Gather, correct. It's impossible, you can't build on it. You can't create a storage area on it yet. And for multi-select, storage or build, storage or gather, but no build, that's correct. Still correct. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. Okay. I can live with that. It's pretty good. It's updating the way you would expect. Yeah. Let's go with that. What's with these artifacts? Okay. I think that definitely deserves a cup of tea. Um, Okay. Now then, what else can I get done before I have to work? So it'd be so much easier if I could just stream all day. But it ain't gonna happen yet. I have to actually make some money here from all this here indie stuff. Always difficult. Most people never achieve it. I am gonna. Alright, now this module is gonna get messy. How can we make that better? Oh, not theme menu. Not gathering. Input. How can we make that better? Because this is getting out of control. I feel like maybe separating out the states and the little marker components, the menus, into their own, or maybe having a separate module for each menu, like we did with, because we've got input, we've got, oh, there's a menu module, which I'm not using. I don't know why. Oh boy. Okay. That would be a that would be a lot more sensible. Um, ugh. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see if we can make this make more sense. What about creating a context menu and then we'll just duplicate some shit from main menu. We don't need that. Don't need that. And then back in input, grab all of this, and then we'll just prune out what we don't need. So I don't think I'll use those. That looks like something I'll need. I don't even think I have anything in context menu tier 2. I don't think that's a thing because we switched to the other menus. An area menu, build menu, or gathering menu all get destroyed. That's correct. All of these, I think, should be in their own little menu modules. And then from here, we'll need these. And parts of this. We love to refactor. Refactoring for the win. Take this out of here and slip my T. Excellent. Now, spawn context menu item will have to be imported, but that's fine. Build menu, area menu, all of this will get moved. Context menu, we need that. Okay. Now, we will import this from menu, pub mod context menu. Add context menu. Okay. At which point this will absolutely explode with errors. And we're going to remove the context menu state needs to go. This comment can go because I've already done that. Context menu state needs to go in here. area menu state will move. This will move. Slash not exist anymore. Update context menu options. Oh boy, okay. There's a lot of refactoring that needs doing. All right, let's create each of the files and we'll move them all. All right, so edit area context menu. All right, it's almost tempting to do like to make context menu its own module and then, well, it is its own module, but its own module folder directory. But let's not go there yet. So we will load input here and remove all the crap. Keep that. Remove. Keep. Keep. Remove. Probably remove. Remove, remove, remove. Remove. Go away. Keep. And this too is about to explode in errors because of this little message. Found not included in module tree. But it's about to be. Tab mod area context menu. Thank you, Copilot. And now the errors. Okay, forget the unused imports for a minute. That's good. That's good. We don't need character. It's like we don't need any of it. Oh, we do. That's annoying behavior. I don't like it when it does that. Hey, it works. Okay, so now because this is so similar, we ought to be able to get away with build context menu and gathering. Okay, slip of tea again. Excellent. Now, we've just created those files, so we need to edit them. Area. Oh, we're already in area. Build context menu. That wasn't what I thought it was. Okay, and we're going to replace anything that says area, basically, with build. That looks fine to me. And then that's a B. Excuse me. That is build. Any still, yeah. Things we can build. And we're just going to go area build. Yeah. Which again points to the fact that maybe we could make this a utility that reads from a config file because it's just too similar. But anyway, baby steps, baby steps. Let's get the demo out. The compromises we make. Okay. Slip of tea. Okay. That was build. We've done area. Therefore, we need gathering. Replace area with gathering. And replace area lowercase with gathering lowercase. That all looks correct to me. And then we should make sure that all of that has been removed from the context menu. From input, I think was the one. Excuse me, we have to sneeze. No, it went away. I had that. Okay. Let's look for, yeah, so on gathering menu, on build menu, on context menu, all of these things need to go away. We do not need to init that state or that state. We can remove all of this. And all of this. And input becomes just so much simpler. This should be a remove all unused imports thing. I just don't know what it is, and I can't be bothered looking it up right now. Okay, so we didn't need any of it. That's what you're saying. All right, this is good. So let's look at menu, context menu. Yeah. So don't need that. Don't need that. Ugh. Area menu state. Import, please. Hmm. That shouldn't be crafting. We should have it in its own. Yeah, I need to move them. Puppies are making noises behind me. I think my time is limited. Yep, might be time for certain creatures in the house to be fed. But first, another slip of tea. Excellent. Looking better. I would rather those were grouped, but let's just see. Area context menu. This should define its state, and it does. So now build context menu defines its state, and it does. All right, so that means that we need to take it out of drafting. That needs to go. And we need to add the tier 2. And add these things here. And go back and get the actual functions. I like this. This is getting all the menus in one place. This makes a lot of sense to me. The only thing is that this delves into actually spawning items in the game, and I'm not sure if that's necessarily a good thing. Rather than just displaying menus, so it's responsible for more than one thing, which is not. I don't know. Maybe that's something you do in game programming that you don't do elsewhere, right? Um, I think those files might be outside the mod. Yep, that should generate some more good areas. Oh, it's definitely time to stop.